December 1964, Oakland, California. Behind closed doors in a small martial arts school, two men prepare to fight. No cameras. No witnesses allowed. No rules. Just a grudge match that would change martial arts history forever. One man walks in believing tradition is sacred. The other walks in ready to destroy tradition. Only one walks out victorious. But both men leave that room forever changed. This is the story of Bruce Lee versus Wong Jack Man, the secret fight that almost never happened. The fight both men spent the rest of their lives arguing about. And the fight that gave birth to Jeet Kune Do, the martial art that would revolutionize combat sports forever. For 60 years, people have debated what really happened in that room. Who actually won? And why did this single fight matter so much that it haunted Bruce Lee until the day he died? The truth is darker, more complex, and more fascinating than anyone imagined. Let's start with why this fight happened. 1964. Bruce Lee is 24 years old, living in Oakland, running a small martial arts school. But he's not teaching the traditional way. He's teaching anyone who wants to learn: black students, white students, Hispanic students, women. In the traditional Chinese martial arts world, this is heresy. For centuries, Chinese martial arts were kept secret. Masters only taught Chinese students. The techniques, the philosophy, the secrets, all guarded like crown jewels. There was a belief, if we teach Westerners our martial arts, they'll use it against us. That Bruce Lee thought this was stupid. Martial arts belong to humanity, not to one race, he said publicly. He openly challenged traditional masters, calling their techniques classical mess and organized despair. He said Wing Chun, the style he learned from Ip Man, was incomplete. He said Kung Fu masters were living in the past. The traditional Chinese martial arts community in San Francisco was furious. And the most furious of all was a group of masters from Chinatown, who decided Bruce Lee needed to be taught a lesson. They sent a representative. Wong Jack Man. Wong Jack Man was a master of northern Shaolin Kung Fu, a traditional style known for its long-range kicks and intricate hand techniques. He was respected in the Chinese martial arts community, technically skilled, and a purist who believed in the old ways. One day in late 1964, Wong Jack Man and a group of martial artists showed up at Bruce Lee's school unannounced. They carried a formal challenge letter written in Chinese. The letter's message was clear: stop teaching non-Chinese students. Stop disrespecting traditional martial arts. If you refuse, you must fight our representative. If you lose, you close your school. Bruce read the letter and laughed. You want to fight? Let's fight. But there was a catch. The traditional masters wanted the fight to be private. No cameras. No recordings. No outside witnesses. Just martial artists. They didn't want Bruce to turn this into a publicity stunt. Bruce agreed. But he had his own condition. If I win, you leave me alone forever. No more threats. No more politics. I teach whoever I want. They agreed. The date was set. The location, Bruce Lee's school in Oakland. The time, late afternoon, after regular classes. Here's where the story gets murky. To this day, people argue about what the rules actually were. According to some witnesses, it was supposed to be a friendly match-like contact. No intentional injuries, a test of skill. According to others, it was a full contact challenge match, no rules. Fight until someone quits or can't continue. Bruce's wife Linda, who was there, said it was supposed to be non-lethal but otherwise unrestricted. No eye gouging, no biting, but everything else was fair game. Wong Jack Man's side later claimed they agreed to traditional Kung Fu rules, controlled techniques. Points for clean strikes. But when the fight started, rules didn't matter. Because both men were fighting for something bigger than victory. Their entire philosophy about martial arts. December afternoon. Bruce Lee's school. A small crowd of martial artists lines the walls, mostly from Wong Jack Man's side, a few of Bruce's students. The room is tense. Silent. Bruce stands in his corner wearing a simple black Chinese jacket and loose pants. His face is calm, but his eyes are burning. This isn't just a fight. This is personal. Wong Jack Man enters wearing traditional kung fu attire. He bows formally to the four directions, to his masters, to the ancestors. Bruce doesn't bow. He just stares. Ready? Someone asks. Both men nod. And then it begins. Wong Jack Man immediately takes a traditional stance, side facing, hands in classical positions, weight on the back leg. He circles slowly, measuring distance. Bruce takes a modified Wing Chun stance, but it's not pure Wing Chun. His lead hand is extended more like a Western boxer. His footwork is lighter, bouncier. For the first 10 seconds, they just move, circling, measuring, testing. Then Wong throws a fast high kick. Bruce slips it easily and counters with a straight punch. Wong blocks and retreats. They reset. Circle again. Wong tries a combination fast hand strikes followed by a spinning kick. Bruce deflects the hands and tries to grab Wong, but Wong is too quick. He backs away. This pattern repeats for about a minute. Wong attacking with traditional techniques. Bruce countering and trying to close distance. And then Bruce realizes something. This is taking too long. According to Linda Lee's account, Bruce expected to finish Wong in seconds. But Wong was faster than expected, elusive. And his traditional footwork kept him out of range. Bruce starts getting frustrated, aggressive. He abandons classical technique and starts brawling straight punches. Elbows trying to grab and take Wong down. Wong backpedals. He's not used to this. This isn't traditional fighting. This isn't the controlled, beautiful kung fu of movies. This is raw, chaotic, violent. Bruce chases Wong around the room. Wong keeps retreating, circling, trying to reset. But Bruce won't let him breathe. Finally, Bruce catches Wong with a straight punch to the face. Wong stumbles. Bruce immediately rushes in, grabs him, and takes him to the ground. On the ground, Bruce is dominant. He gets on top of Wong and starts raining down punches. Not full power, he's not trying to kill him, but hard enough to make a point. Had enough? Bruce shouts. Wong tries to escape but can't. Bruce's grappling is too strong. Give up. Bruce demands. According to Bruce's students who were there, Wong verbally submitted. According to Wong's students, Wong was just trying to protect himself, and Bruce declared victory prematurely. The entire fight lasted somewhere between 3 and 20 minutes, depending on who you ask, but everyone agrees on one thing. Bruce won. Wong Jack Man and his group left immediately. No handshakes. No respect. Just silence and humiliation. Bruce stood in the middle of his school, breathing hard, adrenaline still pumping. His students cheered. They expected him to celebrate. Instead, Bruce looked devastated. Linda walked over. You won. What's wrong? Bruce shook his head. That took too long. It shouldn't have taken that long. Bruce, you dominated him. I should have knocked him out in 10 seconds. I couldn't catch him. I got tired. My technique was sloppy. I almost lost. Bruce was obsessed with perfection. And in his mind, this fight was a failure. Yes, he won. But he didn't win the way he wanted to. He didn't win the way he knew he should. That night, Bruce couldn't sleep. He replayed the fight in his mind over and over. Every missed punch. Every wasted movement. Every second he spent chasing Wong around the room. He realized something fundamental. Traditional martial arts, including Wing Chun, the style he loved, were insufficient. They were too rigid. Too focused on looking beautiful instead of being effective. He needed something new. Something that worked in real combat. Something adaptive. That night, Jeet Kune Do was born. In the months after the Wong Jack Man fight, Bruce Lee became a man possessed. He studied everything: boxing, fencing, wrestling, judo, karate, savate, jiu-jitsu. He watched film of heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali, analyzing his footwork. He read books on biomechanics and physics. He started training differently: less forms, more sparring; less tradition, more function. He threw away techniques that didn't work and kept only what was effective. He developed Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. Not a style, but a philosophy. Absorb what is useful, discard what is useless. Add what is specifically your own. No classical stances. No rigid forms. Just what works. He trained his body to eliminate wasted motion. He became faster, sharper, more efficient. He turned himself into a weapon, all because of one fight that he won, but felt like he lost. For the rest of his life, Bruce rarely talked about the Wong Jack Man fight publicly. When he did, he said he won easily. His students backed him up. But Wong Jack Man told a different story. In interviews years later, Wong claimed the fight was much closer. He claimed he was winning until Bruce grabbed him and started brawling, violating the agreed-upon rules. He claimed Bruce's students interfered. He claimed it was a draw at best. Who's telling the truth? We'll never know for certain. There was no video. No impartial referee. Just conflicting accounts and wounded pride. But here's what we do know. After that fight, Bruce Lee became obsessed with improvement. He revolutionized martial arts. He created a philosophy that would influence MA decades later. And Wong Jack Man? He continued teaching traditional kung fu in San Francisco until his death in 2018. He never achieved fame. He never changed the world. The fight might have been close, but the legacy wasn't. Bruce Lee won the fight. But more importantly, he won the war against tradition, against limitation, against the idea that martial arts belong to one culture or one style. That secret fight in Oakland gave birth to the philosophy that would conquer the world. But there's one more fight Bruce Lee had won that almost killed him before he ever became famous. A fight not with another man, but with his own body. That story comes next.